1, go.
All right. Welcome back to She the NBA Junkie and B-Ball Junkies. Oh man. All
Mm,
right, the 2023 playoffs is underway and it did not disappoint in those first 48 hours.
great first
So,
weekend. Great
yeah,
game
man.
ones.
I'm exhausted. But today we're going to break down all 8 series, obviously spending extensive time on, the more competitive ones. So, I guess we can get into it.
All righty. So the first one was Nets 76ers. I was excited. It kind of was a little back and forth during the game
Yeah. At first.
at first, and then they I mean, I think they extended it to 20, and then immediately the Nets came back and brought it within 10. So I mean, it was kind of back and forth. Philly hit
Yes.
21 threes. That's the story of the game. I mean,
That that is it. Yes. So obviously I want to start out by saying I told them so because I said you cannot double the superstar. You have to let Joel Embiid do what Joel Embiid is going to do.
mm,
Because the rest of the team started cooking. James Harden went Houston James Harden on them. Like, mm. And then Joel started to figure out that double team. So now you got James Harden who was cooking. Tobias Harris cooking. You got the bench giving in minutes or points. And now you got Joel who figuring out the double team. So they were doomed then.
yeah, 4 out of the 5 starters scored double digits. Only
If
one who
Tyrese would have
didn't
started going
is
off,
PJ. Oh yeah, and he didn't even shoot too well. So I mean,
it would have been bad if he started going off too.
it's tough. Like literally, the Nets are gonna have to shoot really good to win any game.
Yep.
But like you were saying with the double teams, I mean, they have to. I mean, they're gonna have to figure out something else because either you're gonna give up open shots. They're not gonna hit 21 threes. It's not
Right.
gonna happen.
Right.
But I mean, they're a good shooting team. It's not too many people you want to give a shot to. But shoot, I mean, you definitely ain't gonna go 1-on-1 Joel versus Nick Claxton because
I don't
that's
know,
gonna be a
man.
50 burger easy.
I feel
Watching
like
him is
wait,
crazy.
Clax is not a pushover now.
Oh,
that was my
Joel,
defensive
yes.
player of the year until Tripp came along. But
For Joel Embiid, yes. He had
eh,
26 being double teamed all night, and that's a very light night for him.
I
So
watched Clax play a very good defensive game on Giannis of all people. I think he can do a little something with Joel, just
thing
a little
is,
bit.
Joel's a shooter. He don't even like to get dirty. That's I was watching his film, and this dude literally, I mean, him and Jokic are at that free throw line area of the court. They do
Hmm.
all their work, but Joel is a monster. He is a big dude too. I mean,
Eh,
they're gonna have to figure it out. The doubling worked a little bit. I mean, he had 26. They lost by 20. I think we
eh.
didn't give him a chance anyway.
Yeah, it worked for I guess the first half, but in that second half, he it just eh.
They're
But
helping. They're gonna knock down threes. I mean, it's nothing you could do.
the Nets didn't help themselves out because really the only people who was contributing were my twins. Kale had 30, Cam had 18, Spence played terrible, and he was the next highest scorer. So
Yeah, they're gonna have to knock down threes.
mm,
That's the only way they're gonna make it. So yeah, they'll play again today.
yeah,
Okay, next Eastern Conference matchup of the day was Hawks Celtics. That was a snooze fest.
I have no notes on that. I honestly stopped watching after the first quarter and
They
went to go
did.
play Call of Duty.
Yeah,
So
they took care of business. They did what they're supposed to do. They did get one, maybe Trey and everybody will play a little bit better next game. So we'll can move
yeah,
on to
I
the.
mean DJ tried to give him something, but
I
they're
mean,
not meant to win
yeah,
this
I don't
series.
know. It's not a good matchup for them
They're
anyway.
not even getting a game, honestly. They should have let Miami win.
I don't
But
know either. But Knicks, Cavs. This was, dude.
this
This
was
was
a great
great.
game.
Speak on it. What do you got to say?
First of all, my pick is looking very solid right now. I said Knicks in 7. I was contemplating 6, but I don't know. I was impressed with the way that Julius Randle came back in and played in the first half. Because in that second half, it got a little rough. But he played really good in the first half, especially since Jalen picked up them 2 silly fouls and he had to miss the whole rest of the first half. But he had 6 going to the bench, ended the game with 27. That was pretty impressive. I just don't know. we did talk about Darius Garland's defense, and he got his hands full with Jay Brun,
And
and they did a good job defending him.
they weren't even searching him out. He was eating up Chetty Osman. But the thing was, the Cavs' best defender is Isaac Okoro,
But
and he
he's
can't
a
stay on the
negative on
floor.
offense.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do. And they still barely lost, playing pretty bad. Evan Mobley didn't have a double double. He had 11
right.
rebounds, 8 points. Yeah, they only had three people score double figures in their starting lineup. Maybe they'll say that was a bad game. Karis LeVert only scored 3 points.
Yeah.
But Jalen Brunson is amazing.
And that was, I mean, he scored decently, but I feel like he could still be a little bit better.
No,
So, I
he's
mean,
gonna bring that every single night because those are like it wasn't nothing hard for him. Those are his
right.
looks. He was getting to the turn fades like those
Yep.
are hard. That's what he wants to get to. So
And Julius will
I
pitch back
see
in
him
with some
doing
more
this every
points.
game. Yeah,
Yeah.
they gonna Donovan Mitchell played well. But somebody gonna have to help him over there in the Cavs.
Yeah, for sure. Because, I
Next
mean,
closest was 17. He had 38, and Darius Garland could only chalk in 17. He'll have to play better.
yeah, they did a good job defending him in that first half, though. They forced him into four turnovers in the first half. So, I mean, I guess in a sense, that kind of like neutralized their twin towers or whatever
I
because
mean,
he couldn't get the ball to him. So,
dude, Jalen Brunson is hard. I don't know how they're gonna guard him. I'm looking
and
at
then in
the
addition,
roster.
like RJ Barrett didn't even have a good game. So if he starts pitching in 20 a game, and
Oh
then
God,
Emmanuel quickly didn't play good either. So if they start cooking,
they
I
had
don't
3 points.
know.
RJ Barrett is so trash. I
He's
will
so hit or
never
miss. Oh my gosh.
put
I
faith into
still feel
him.
like he left Duke too early. I just think he needed just another year to just be perfect. But
He definitely would have never stayed. I mean,
no.
he didn't. I guess they won, so it's all right. But that's gonna be a good one. When's that next game? That one is
Is
tomorrow.
it?
Okay,
Yeah, okay.
game two's tomorrow. Yeah, that'll be a good one. This is going all seven. Donovan Mitchell's not gonna let
Yeah.
they're not going, it will go all seven. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Donovan Mitchell is crazy. He played a good game. They barely lost. He's not gonna let them lose the next game. I don't think so.
I hope he does. If they do, Knicks in
Mm.
six.
Let's talk about these that California matchup.
Oh
North
my goodness.
California
This was such a good game.
lit the
Oh my
beam.
gosh.
Man, that was a good way to end the night.
Yes.
Back and forth.
The Kentucky boys delivered, man. They breed good athletes on that side.
I don't know what they're gonna do. I mean, it's the Warriors are not bad, but I was looking
No.
at that game thinking Sacramento has to win it or they're not gonna win the series.
Yeah, I mean,
They
they had
had
to
to
win at
win that
least one
game.
at home. Yeah,
But they had to win that game to show them that they could beat them. Cause like they were doing
indeed.
everything, playing bad, and Golden State kept coming, coming, coming.
Hmm.
And Fox and Malik Monk, they
Trey
held
Lyles
them.
gave them big buckets off the bench too,
Indeed. And
which
yeah,
I
Barnes
mean,
and Keegan Murray
Malik
aren't
may
going to miss
not play
the game.
like that all the time, but I don't expect 38 from De'Aaron, but I expect like at least 27, 28.
Yeah,
And
he's
then,
gonna give you 25 to
yeah,
30 each one of these games. And if Malik Monk keep getting the minutes,
yeah.
he gonna because Malik Monk's a scorer. Like
Hmm.
nowhere ever he's been, Charlotte, us, in LA, he can score. And there ain't nobody over there. The Warriors aren't a good arm ball like defender besides
No,
Andrew Wiggins and
they like to
Draymond.
think they are
So
now that
yeah, they
yeah,
ain't gonna stop nobody who could really get a bucket like that.
because they
Uh,
didn't do a good job stopping De'Aaron. Honestly, he
No, and
just
that's
got
not
whatever
going.
he
And
wanted.
they played him. That was their game plan. Was we're gonna back off of Deer, and he shoots 32% from three, which is not the best.
That's not even that bad for them to be
But but that's the thing. So he loves to get into the paint, and I guess
right.
loves those mid range shots too. So they let him shoot
Hmm.
all them threes, but he knocked them down.
Yeah.
And if
If the
that's
objective
what
was to not
happened,
let him get into the paint, I couldn't tell because he was getting whatever he
yeah,
wanted.
he gonna get whatever he want. Like I don't. That is the best way to guard him. I mean, back up because he's fast coming at you.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll see what happens if he don't make more, or if he'll make the same amount of threes. But shoot, that's not even the story for Sacramento. I If I'm Sacramento, I'm excited. our shooters didn't shoot well, and our
Yep.
all-star center
Sabonis
played the
played
worst game he could play.
terribly. Oh
Yeah,
gosh. So they look good. Cause
they'll
I
be fine.
mean, they had two, three, if you count Trey Lyles, certified scorers in that game, and their other three did not perform well. So that means there's going to be more offense next game. It's not looking
Dang.
too bright for
Kevin
Golden
Herter, yeah,
State.
he didn't even shoot good either. Yeah,
No.
they're not gonna miss them. And the thing about the Kings and the Warriors, they run the same
Mm,
exact stuff. I
yeah.
mean, so they're always gonna get good open shots because both their defenses aren't good.
Right.
I mean, it's just about who's making shots these nights. Um, they
And
better get this one
Sacramento
at
better
home.
hope that they make more because
Yeah,
I
they
know
better get
Golden
this
State
one
could get
tomorrow. I don't
going.
think they're gonna win in Chase Center. I don't think they're gonna win over there in 3-4. So I think they need to take a 2-0 lead going back to San
Yeah.
Francisco. But
Because it
yeah,
was
that was a
loud in there. So they got to take advantage of their home crowd.
it was a yeah, it's a good atmosphere. It's gonna be a tough game too. I hope they bring the same intensity. But
Hmm.
Steph got a clean shot at the end of the
I
game.
don't
So
know why he one leg floated it.
that's what I was like. He's not even really trying. He just playing
Yeah, he
at
just
this point. Because he could have
game one.
knocked
It
that
is what it
down if he
is.
wanted to. He could
I
have knocked that down.
I
But
think I should be scared that he just didn't take that last shot serious. But I guess we'll just let it
we'll
go
see
for
what
now.
happens. It's an interesting series because I mean both teams can walk out of that game like, you know,
Yeah,
we'll play better. But going into Sunday, we started off, and I just like to on a little monologue. Wow. I mean, I must say the ESPN people on Countdown were pissing me off. Stephen A was terrible yesterday.
yeah.
They've discredited the Lakers is crazy versus this Memphis team to me, who have not done nothing. They've done nothing.
I mean, nothing like in the postseason, but they were really good and solid throughout the regular season. Staying in that, well, yeah, staying in that two seed. They lost it a little bit when Ja went down, but then they regained. So
I understand that, but look, as us being Lakers fan and our Laker community, we only live in postseason and obviously final success, 17
oh
trophies.
gosh.
So looking at the Grizzlies, obviously I'm a Laker fan. Well, I'm not gonna think they're gonna have too much chance with their two bigs gone. I
Right.
didn't know Ja had a hand or a wrist issue already, but I think we played an amazing game, and our best two players didn't even have a great game offensively.
Yeah,
Ja,
but
we played good game plan on him. We forced him to take jumpers and floaters. He had, I know for sure, two layups because I was a fast break. He didn't get anything in the half court.
he
Triple
did.
J,
He was
he's tough.
cooking Vando because I remember specifically at halftime, he was like, that nigga can't guard me.
Yeah, it was a jumper. It was a jumper, and that's okay. I'm giving up Ja pull up jumpers. I don't want Ja at the rim at all. But we could live with that. But Jaren
Apparently,
Jackson
we don't
Jr.
want
was
him at the rim either because now he's
eating.
hurt.
Yeah, well, I mean, he got to figure that out. It was kind of, and then people talking about charges need to be banned is crazy.
I don't think charges need to be banned, but I do feel like as a player, you should know that if he's already going airborne, you shouldn't slide up under him. Like AD should know that better than anybody because you get hurt a lot. So like, don't put anybody else in that situation.
No, that's a good play. It's literally his hand just ran. It was a freak of nature type of thing. But
Yeah, and we should avoid that because we know that Ja is going up. But if it wasn't for Giannis playing the way that he plays, nobody would feel the need to take a charge all the time.
yeah, so I mean, you could put it both ways. They said his Kevin Love charge was dirty, and that was not dirty.
No, Kevin Love was there before he even took off. Ja's was a little bit different.
Nah, the same both good basketball defensive charges, Judges. I mean, that's what happens when you're a high flyer. You get up in the air and
Unfortunately,
you got to come down. But the first half, and Anthony Davis scared us. Jaren Jackson
Anthony
Jr.
Davis
is
had a
a
good first
good
half.
question mark because he's unguardable besides Anthony Davis for us. But
Yeah,
hey,
Tripp played really good. Impressed with him.
we stepped up. Austin Reeves, I was wearing my OU.
Yep, that's the story of the game right
We
there.
shot the
Austin Reeves.
yeah.
No, Rui is the story of the game.
He played their game plan. They're gonna let him shoot, and I
I
mean,
don't
I'm
understand
comfortable
why
with
that was
that.
the game plan.
I'm comfortable. Let Rui shoot. I don't know. We'll
Oh my
see what happens
goodness.
with Jared Vanderbilt if he'll stay on the court a little bit more because they were kind of exposing him on the offensive end. But overall,
Yeah,
that was a good clean win for us. Grizzlies have a lot of questions if Jaws going to be, even if he does play, there's no way he's okay. And that's his shooting hand. So
unfortunately, yeah. It's
they're in
just
trouble.
we just need better. They need better games from Desmond. He didn't shoot well. Tripp played well, and I don't expect him to score that well, but I do expect him to play good regardless. And they need Luke Kennard, my Duke boy, need him to play a little bit better.
Dude shoots like crazy. Um, that doesn't been at 22. I mean, Dylan Brooks
It
came on
was
at
a
the
hard
end.
22 because he was like 6 of 18, wasn't he? Or maybe that's too high. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't see the exact numbers, but he had 22. We like Dylan Brooks taking a lot of shots. He didn't kill the Grizzlies yesterday, which if I
In
look
the
at his plus
first
minus, I'm
quarter,
pretty sure he did. But
yeah. In the first quarter, I was like, okay, we're gonna have to talk about the shot selection because now it's pissing me off, and I'm not even a fan of y'all like that.
yeah, I was like, because anytime he shot it, I was happy. Like this is what we like is him to shoot the ball. And he didn't take two bad shots. He was in the offense. He didn't kill it.
Yeah.
But now with Job being injured,
Oh God.
just like last year, he tried to go into superhero mode, and I
Yeah.
don't know who
Yeah.
asked him to do that. But hey, we're on the other side, so if he wants to do that, I'm welcoming it. Um, but yeah, looking at the numbers, okay, yeah, he did. He was 6 for 18, 3 for 10 from three. Dylan Brooks, he was, I mean, Desmond Bain a minus
Hmm.
15.
Yeah. He's
Dylan
got to
Brooks was
play
a
better.
minus 18. Yeah, it was just a tough game for them. I don't know. They might have to figure something out. But we can move on to the next game of Sunday, which was Heat Bucks.
This was a game that Milwaukee could not and should not have lost. Whether you've got no Giannis or Giannis, you just can't lose that. But playoff Jimmy finally decided to make an appearance again. He didn't make an appearance when I bet on him, but that's fine.
He played well. He got a lot of shots. That's how they're gonna have to do this. But that's the thing about the
Unfortunately,
Heat
yeah.
and Bucks. It's weird. Like the first time the Heat swept them, and then now next year Milwaukee they've been flipping.
Mm-hmm.
And now Giannis is hurt. I
He's
hope,
already saying that he's going to come back game
yeah, I
two.
don't think it's nothing
So,
too crazy, but
no.
I don't know if they could keep shooting good, 2 for 4. Like that's a good thing for Matt Strus.
Mm-hmm.
4 threes from Gabe Vincent, that's a lot.
Yeah.
I
Don't
mean, they
anticipate
lost
that
Tyler
staying up.
Hero.
That's a tough blow,
That is a tough
but
one. Kyle Lowry gonna have to step up. But yeah, Giannis comes back. I don't think it's gonna be too much of an issue for Milwaukee. It was a shock
no.
though. They definitely woke up.
Yeah, this isn't a series that Miami is supposed to win, obviously. At this point they're just supposed to be like doing their best to tire Milwaukee out because they're not winning. I don't even know if I give them another game now that Chris Middleton has found himself again. And Drew Holiday didn't even play good. So yeah, it might be over in 5, honestly.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's gonna be too much of an issue. But yeah, Tyler Hero being gone changes things because literally they're all Jimmy Butler.
Yeah,
And I mean, I'm not gonna think of him as super reliable. So
no,
yeah.
I mean, he doesn't often gas out, but he gives everything when he's out there because there is no other option. Bam played terrible up until the fourth quarter, I think. So, Jesus
This dude
Christ.
been calling for it too. I'm like, Bam, he may have an issue of not showing up in the playoffs.
Huh.
And he's not that good. I'm watching his game.
No.
There's really not much that he does, but go ahead on Miami. Y'all deal with that. Next, I'll let you speak on this one. This was your team's
Jeez.
game. You could start it out.
Obviously, I can go on all day about this game, but I'm not going to. Okay, so honestly, that first quarter gave very much so game 7 vibes. I'm not gonna lie. We just played like a team that just sat for a whole week. It just didn't even look like we practiced, didn't look like we had any game plan. Coach Monty, for some odd reason, switched the starting lineup, which threw the rhythm off of everybody else.
Mm. I was
It was
gonna
a
say,
hot
what was that
piss.
about?
I
I
have
was
no
like,
idea.
he was playing Ish Wainwright over a Kobe who got crazy minutes the whole
Yeah,
back half of the season.
I don't know what that was. If he doesn't think that Josh Okogie is a great offensive threat, which he technically isn't if he's not alongside like, Book and C, that's why it's good to have him in the starting lineup because if y'all sagging off of him, he's going to make you pay, but he's not just a scorer. Like Torrey scored today or yesterday. So
Mm-hmm.
send him back to the bench so he can score with the bench because our bench didn't really give much of anything,
I'm looking
unfortunately.
at it and no.
I
And
don't even
Landry
know what the
Shannon had
minutes were.
he played 24 minutes. I guess what's his
Yeah,
name? Campaign. I didn't know he was hurt, but
unfortunately, yeah.
yeah, so
He tore
he
his back up, I think, against the Lakers. Yes, against
oh
y'all.
yeah. So
Yeah.
Shaman's taking his minutes. He only
Which
had
needs to
4 points.
stop immediately.
Yeah, I don't know. That Clipper, that's the thing. Them Clippers team, that team is deep and they're literally built to beat Phoenix in this matchup with all the wing defenders to throw at Katie and Devin Booker. They
Be
have
that as it
defensive
may,
elite defenders.
nobody was really locking them up. The thing that lost us that game, because we only lost by 5 and we played terribly in that first half. So rebounding, which is like the theme for the entire playoffs. That's
Mm,
what won the Knicks the game is rebounding. And Phoenix has never been a good rebounded team.
yeah,
So the fact
they
that Russell Westbrook had 5 boards, Devin had one. He's 6'5" and he had one rebound. But everybody in the world wants to blame it on DA because they've never played basketball. So they think only the center has to rebound. I mean, Chris Paul is 6 feet leading our entire team in rebounds. That can't happen.
yeah, dang. DeAndre Ayton had 8, but I mean, he's going against Zubac and he's like a vacuum with rebounds. And
Literally, they don't give him any
he's gonna get
leeway
those.
though.
Yeah, no, that's just gonna that's a already Clipper
Jesus.
win because Zubac is he's too big and that it's something about him. He's like solid or something.
Yes,
No
like that.
matter
I
who he
can
goes
look at him
against,
and
he
say that
rebounds.
or see that he's strong, dude.
Yeah,
Like they don't
he
give
gonna
D.
rebound the ball. So that's
Yeah.
something y'all gonna have to work on as a team.
If
But
we can live with Zubac getting rebounds. He's not going to get every single O board. It's the fact that Russell Westbrook is coming all the way from half court to get an O board because ain't
mm,
nobody putting a body on him. Like that's something they teach you in middle school. And I just it's been 3 years of watching these boys not getting no goddamn rebounds and then blame it on DA. I'm about to lose my mind.
I forgot who was saying it this morning on ESPN, but or it was maybe from the volume last night. But they said that this is gonna be a series of who wants to be more who wants to get more dirty, more physical,
Yep.
and that's what and they literally said that's what the Clippers are made of. Like that's what
Yep.
they do. And yeah, and I looking at the Suns play basketball as a whole, I can see how it's like a pretty soft finesse game. There's nothing dirty about it. Like who's that player that's gonna I mean, I hope
On the
nobody has a
bench,
bad offensive
getting only 6 minutes.
thing. Oh yeah, huh? He
Josh
yeah, he's
Okogie is the
on the
only one who
bench.
can match that aggressive freaking tenacity of freaking Russell Westbrook. But we
Yeah, I
got
was
him
about to
sitting on the
say because
bench
Russ was out there throwing up
like
bricks,
an
but
animal.
he's so tenacious, and
Yes.
that's what y'all gonna have to combat because
Yes.
he
He's
is a
all
dog,
over the
literally.
place
He gonna be in your face all day, and
all
somebody gonna
day.
come back. I don't know.
Even though the rebounding was bad, though, the thing that really lost us the game is the fact that KD is being used as a role player.
I was about to
Why
say,
did he only take one shot in the last 6 minutes of the game? I love Chris Paul. Y'all know I love Chris Paul. I don't want to see pick and rolls all 6 minutes. Give the best player on the court the ball now.
he got to
Oh my
demand that
gosh.
because Chris Paul's the alpha.
Yes.
Chris Paul gonna run what he wants to run. So KD has to demand that from Chris Paul. I don't know
That's
if he can
exactly
do
what I
that.
thought. I feel like he's trying to be like not step on their toes and not come off as too big of an ego. Man, forget all that. I don't care who feelings get hurt. You go get the ball and you score it because you're the best one on the court, period. I don't care who feel away about it. Go
That's
get the
his thing.
ball.
That's exactly what KD's thing is, and that's why he worked at in Golden State because the ball flows anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So he's thinking I'm sitting in the corner and it just didn't come to me.
Right.
But he got to go get that. It's not gonna
Yes.
flow like it does it did in Golden State.
They
Chris
don't
Paul
fear
very
our
smart
shot
on
like
that.
they feared everybody's in Golden State. We're not a lights out shooting team like that. We can be, but that's not our game. So yeah, he got to go
Yeah.
get the thing.
And Chris Paul didn't even play terrible, so
He just shot bad, but everything else was
a
perfect.
winnable game. I'm
Yeah.
interested to see game two because Russ played terrible. Like the Clippers
Yes.
can improve on some things as well.
Hmm.
So they'll be interesting. I wish Paul George was here.
Hey
Just get
man,
the Clippers.
after that game, I don't know if I want him here. Shoot, I don't even know if we can handle this team. Maybe it was a good thing we didn't get the Warriors, but the Warriors struggling too. So put two struggling teams against each other and let them figure it out.
Oh yeah. No, I don't think. Yeah, I think the Clippers was the best. But before we leave the Clippers, I just want to highlight that Kawhi being Kawhi. No
That
surprise
was
for
good.
me at all.
I don't
30.
see him playing that good anymore, but he's gonna give us 30 a game.
Oh yeah, no, he's gonna do that every game. Who gonna check him from y'all side?
They have to put Josh Okogie in the game. Torrey
Yeah,
Craig is not getting in his face enough. He's not bothering him enough.
yeah,
That's what Josh Okogie does. He'll sit up there, slap at the ball, all that, take all the dirty work. He takes a lot of charges. You got to put Josh Okogie in. That's the only way we're gonna be able to combat Kawhi.
yeah.
Because we
Kawhi
slowed
was
him
much
down
more
when only
efficient.
our bench was playing. So it can be done.
Mm, we'll see. And lastly, we got the boring blowout. I was interested
Yeah.
just because it was two bigs, but I don't. That's my fault for putting faith in Rudy Gobert to actually
Never do
be
that. Only
normal.
cat.
Dude, like he's like a baby gazelle. Like he's very fragile. Like even dunking
He
and stuff.
doesn't know how to,
If there's like
yeah.
a little bit of contest, he's gonna be like, it's not no forceful Shaq dunk.
Yeah.
He likes to like and drop it in. Like it's weird. He's a
Yeah.
weird player. He's a very weird player. Let me look at his plus minus. He was minus 28 last night.
I, that plus minus is kind of like a, I don't know, like a team. If they getting blown out, that minus can go up even more. So it's, I don't know.
No, I know, but it's about the player's impact because Nikhil Alexander had the minus six, and that was
Oh,
because he's
yeah.
playing good defense on old dude. But that was the thing that I was gonna be the game changer for this series is the bigs because that's Denver's weakness
Yeah.
is the paint because they have pretty good wing defenders.
I'm not gonna think too much on this one. I'm gonna chalk this one up to they're getting used to the altitude because I know
Okay,
that Denver is a hard place to play in.
that's true. That's true.
And they just came, I mean, they blew OKC out, but they was probably tired because that was a second play in game.
Mhm.
So I think during these three, they play again on Wednesday. So I think then everybody will be settled in because literally nobody outside of Anthony Edwards scored over 13. So
Yeah,
that had to be fatigue.
yeah. Nobody played good on their team.
Yeah.
Shoot, Jokic didn't even have a big night and they still
No.
blew them out. Yeah, this is the T Wolves in trouble because Jokic didn't even do nothing last night. So we'll see what
And if
happens
we get the
Wednesday.
same result on Wednesday, okay, Nuggets in four. But I think we'll see a better T Wolves
I think
performance.
Anthony Edwards needs to stop taking jumpers. Dude,
I'm surprised he made some because the past two games I didn't watch, he's been kind of cold.
I mean,
So
he gonna have to because the way he be shooting, like, bro, go to the
yeah,
basket.
yeah,
Especially against the Nuggets, there's nobody who's stopping a
yeah.
slasher going to the basket with his athleticism. Just go up. I guarantee, I promise you, Anthony Edwards. I know you're not watching this, but go up, and Jokic will not do anything besides this.
Yep.
And
Just go
so,
around
like,
him.
he will be fine.
You ain't got to worry
As
about him getting up under you, taking no charge, because he ain't finna throw that big body on the
he's not
ground.
moving. He'll stand there and be a good little blocker. But
Yep.
I don't know. They're gonna have to figure something out. It was a bad game from everybody, so they can look to see that everybody will play better. So maybe
Right.
they do something. He said that game was Wednesday. Yeah, they got Wednesday. So tonight it is just Nets, Sixers, and
Mhm.
Warriors, Kings.
Yes, again. I'm so
Yeah,
excited.
it's a good one again. Um, I
Hmm.
mean, I don't think they'll shoot the same, but it's 76ers anyway. Joel Embiid's very much unstoppable against this
Yeah.
team for sure. So we'll see. They'll play good. I expect Mikal Bridges to play good. He's just a good player.
Yeah.
But they're gonna have to help him out. Spencer
For
Daniels
real.
talking
It
a lot
can't
of
just be
mess,
him and Cam, bro.
and he ain't been playing too well for his team. So maybe stop worrying about what's his name,
Exactly.
Kuzma, and start.
Because
Uh,
I know Kyle Kuzma sitting back at the TV laughing
no, for real, Kyle be
like
tweeting a lot. He wants to be back on the Lakers.
so bad.
I really wish we have him. He's good. I mean, he got us that ring. I'm forever indebted to him. But yeah, first game of the night, I think 76ers taking it again. And then
Hmm,
Warriors Kings
unfortunately.
game two.
I'm taking the Kings. I think Sabonis is going to play better tonight. I think that at least Kevin Herter is going to shoot better if Keegan does not. So I don't really have any higher expectations that for Klay Thompson than to shoot 21. That is his average. So I don't know what
Um,
everyone else sees in him,
there's
but
some high level shot making that went on in that fourth quarter from both
yeah,
teams. The Kings going, like I said, both teams they run the exact same offense. They're high level offenses. Kings is the best offense in the history of the league. They gonna get open shots. It's just a matter of knocking it down. Like
right.
you said, it's a bonus. He's gonna play better for sure.
I
He's just
hope so.
missing layups and stuff. I would hope I'd hope he don't miss no more layups. He was missing easy ones.
Easy things. Oh my
So
goodness. I've
yeah,
never
they'll
seen him get
knock down
locked up like
some
that
threes.
before. By
But
Kayvon Looney? Is Kayvon Looney a good defender? I've never noticed because we've never had this problem on my team.
I
So
don't think so. But Sabonis is like a smaller center.
yeah,
So maybe that
not
has
used to all that physicality, I guess.
yeah. And he was probably just nervous first playoff game. Or
Yeah.
he probably played a playoff game in Indiana, but he probably just had a bad game, so he'll play better. But
Oh, Wiggs. I forgot to talk about
oh
he
yeah,
played maybe a little too good for his first game back. Hopefully that doesn't get any better for Sacramento's sake.
he
Because
does what he
17,
usually does, knock down those little pull ups, and
but
he
like,
hits
bro,
threes.
he
That's
didn't
the
play
thing
in like
also for them.
25 games. Why is he not like huffing and puffing? I just don't feel like, I don't
Maybe
know.
just chalk it up to the Warriors system being that easy for him to just acclimate into.
Yeesh.
I'll give them their dues. But a crazy stat was Steve Kerr is like 21-4 or something like that. No, or like three because this was their third one
Uh-huh.
of series after losing game one, including last year where they lost game one and won. So that's a new refresher one. But they don't lose too
Mm.
many series, is what I'm saying. So
Oh, phooey.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
want to give them too much credit because then it feels like I'm counting out Sacramento and everybody thinks it's about experience when it's about who wants it more.
I'll say Sack better get this game tonight.
Mm,
It'd be a very big comfort thing because like Stephen A said either yesterday or today, I feel because they're the champions and they've been doing this for shoot last 6 years minus
mm,
the year that Memphis knocked them out, which counts as them losing. I want to say that.
right.
Um, they're they're tough, and
Yeah.
the West hasn't even touched them. Is coming close to beating them, so they're gonna have to go and beat them. Like it's not gonna be we're winning this. Like they're gonna have to
Right.
snatch it out of Golden State. So I'll say they got to take this win tonight and really put their foot on their throats and get it done.
Yeah. I agree. I mean, I still feel like they can pull it out regardless if they win this game or not. They have home court. So if they lose two, series is tied. Oh, wait. They would have to win one in Golden State.
They got to go
Mm.
get one in Golden State. That's why I'm like, I don't know if they can do that because they're gonna play at Chase Center, especially
Yeah. And everybody is going to
the
play
shooter.
better,
Yeah, they're gonna shoot
including
over there.
Clay. Hmm.
It'll be a
Yeah.
good one. I'm excited to see tonight what happens, but we got 4 minutes left. If you want to move on to something else or pivot to the next games or whatever you want to speak on about these last games.
Yeah. I don't know. I think we hit on everything. I don't even want to stress myself out about our next game. I'm just going to let it be what it is.
Ah, I'll I'll talk a little bit about it. I'll talk a little bit about the Lakers Grizzlies game
Mm.
too. Dang, we gotta wait till Wednesday for that one too. But man. it's a good amount of rest time. But like I said
Yeah.
earlier, I didn't know Josh Ham was already hurt.
I think it was just his finger. It got like caught in somebody's jersey. So it wasn't like his wrist or anything. Probably just
I
dislocated his
saw he had
finger.
all that stuff on there, like bandages on his hand.
Yeah.
Now it's real messed up. But depending, and I mean, even if he plays, there's no way he's 100%. So
No.
I think they're cooked. And we didn't
Eh,
even play our best game. That's what the best part about it is.
they
We
didn't
turned
either
over the
though.
ball. Like, no, I understand that. That's for sure. They didn't play their best game, but we didn't play our best game and we blew them out. So I'm
I
excited for this
guess.
game. Y'all got little issues down there in Phoenix. What they call it? The Valley.
I'm not worried about it. We've been up 2-0 in a series and lost four straight before. So being down 1-0 is not scaring me yet. Being down 0-2 might, but I don't anticipate that happening.
Okay. Yeah, I'll come tomorrow. But yeah, this was a good weekend. It's gonna be a very, very competitive playoffs. The East
Mm-hmm.
is so boring for me, but
Yeah, really.
I'll watch. I'm not watching the Celtics and Hawks if it gets blown out again.
Yeah, I
And
don't think
the
we're
Heat
paying
and
too
Bucks,
much.
that's so boring. I just don't like watching the Heat. They're a hard team to watch for
They
me.
are not very good off. I think they're like the lowest offensive rated team in the league, bro. It's
They're
so hard to
they're
watch.
bad. I don't like watching them, but they'll
I
come
don't
out
really like
tomorrow.
watching Milwaukee play either because of Giannis, but I do like Drew Holiday. So,
He'll have to play better, but we'll see. But yeah, that was a good first weekend of game ones. I'm excited for this week and the game twos and three will be on Friday and Saturday. So yeah, we got game twos tomorrow, Wednesday, and tonight. So
mhm.
I'm excited for the next time. For the next episode, we meet up to it'll be a little bit of it'll be some might be finished by the next episode.
Yeah,
So it'll be a
yeah.
lot to talk about next time. But we got about a minute 30 left if you want to wrap us up.
All right. Y'all know where to find us on Apple Podcast and Spotify, She the NBA Junkie, on YouTube, B-Ball Junkies. And just go follow, subscribe, leave a like, all that good stuff.
Indeed. Stay watching the games. It's good and it's only gonna get better. Yes. And yeah, watch so you can know what we're talking about.
Right.
But we'll check in with y'all next week. A lot will probably change in these series, so make sure to tune in. Well, talk to you
I'll
later.
see y'all. All right. Peace out, brother.
Got it.